Alright, we're back. This time with a video game, God forbid, instead of a bunch of Excel. Out a drink, I've got some spaghetti. You might see me go to the side and eat some of my spaghetti because I'm fucking hungry, but I'm not going to try to eat in front of you too much because I know how shitty that is. I might have to eat it cold too. But anyway, we are rolling with not end credit runs anymore because we already made it. We already won. We've got that bitch killed. So now we have to go up and get Hundun and get the second true ending. And if we can kill Hundun, that's even better. Then you go to the Cosmic Ocean ending. But for now, we need to get the ending before that. There's no way I'm ever beating that fucking Cosmic Ocean. That is not going to happen. Also, I should turn my microphone down here. The reason being, yesterday, in the middle of the night, my daughter fell asleep, and I was able to play, which is not usual. So that was fantastic, and I had to turn the mic volume up so that you guys could hear me whisper fuck all the time, which is what I did. Alright, let's go on this fucking adventure. As this guy, that's right, that's what you get when you beat the game. You get the fucking original Spelunky dude with COVID beard, just like Bite Binge. Kind of looks like Bite Binge, except for, like, I don't know, he looks a little bit more clean cut and more fucking intelligent. Bats didn't even hurt him. But anyway, this is the first time I'm mixing the characters up on you guys, though. So, I told you after I was done beating the game that I would do that. That Spelunky girl only needed to save her mom and dad. We are in. So, nobody's here yet, but when they get here, I'm gonna have to, as a public service announcement, just mention a little bit of financial information about today specifically. I'm gonna do that throughout these streams. I'm gonna fucking tell you how I'm moving my portfolio around so that you guys can match it if you so are inclined to do that. Although the news will always come to you late, which is kind of a problem. What I should do is I should post on Discord what moves my portfolio makes so that you guys can follow it if you want to. If you want to make the same exact returns I do, and the risk that fucking... what the hell? The risk that comes with that, you can do it. And that would be nice. So as soon as I move shares or whatever, you'd be able to know that. Punch that right into me. Yeah, I did. I fucking beat the game yesterday night when Yuna was sleeping. It was fucking awesome. It was truly magnificent, guys. I'm not even joking. So now it's time for us to do true ending runs. Yeah, that would be hilarious, but also it would be fucking annoying. I like being able to shout. It really fucking makes me feel better. That was hard. Ultimately, I think I woke her up in the end, but I only had 10 minutes left before Kyle was going to go on her hour-long break, and I was going to have to make food, so it's, we almost achieved the entire time period there, which is pretty cool. Alright. But anyway, I am seeing patterns in the stock market that are, they look like correction patterns. So, yesterday, after I looked at the portfolio on the stream, I came to the conclusion that there was a shift occurring that was not going to slow down and correct itself temporarily. So I moved out the shares that I had in my transportation stocks to cash, and left my mortgage stocks intact. And sure enough, today everything dropped like 5 to 9%, and I avoided that. That was a cost avoidance or a loss avoidance. And that is the difference, by the way, that managing your own shit and fucking just letting it sit there does if you do it right. Is that you get serious extra, like that 9%, even if it goes back, as long as I identify when it's going back before it reaches the point that I sold it at, I'm taking that as a gain that a person who held would not receive. And that is not normal normal market practice either. No, I hope that the fucking key wasn't in that level. I think it's in this one. Really wish I'd have had money for that bomb box. I've got money now for a bomb box if I need it. Rope, exactly what I didn't want. Might as well get some money with it. I've got so fucking many of them. Come here. Are you gonna run? Which way are you gonna run? Very nice. Fly through this shit. No, Diamond Hand is not what I am doing right now. It's the opposite of what I'm doing. First of all, I'm not investing in meme stocks, as you know. I invest in mostly transportation stocks or anything else that was disproportionately affected by the pandemic, and its valuation is low compared to what it should be in a non-pandemic economy. And then when I see things like major market correction happening, I just avoid that. So I have definitely fucking paper-handed all that shit. But look what I fucking avoided. Go look up American Airlines right now and see what happened. See all that loss? None of that. I absorbed zero of that. I have cash equal to what it was selling for yesterday afternoon. So, like, that's the key, honestly, is to fucking make your own decisions and manage your own shit if you want to get higher returns from the market. You gotta fucking make sure you mitigate your own risk. That way you're never taking too much damage at any one given moment. And if you're day trading, you're gambling, so in the end it's a little different. You're gambling with education, but you're still gambling. And you could lose it all very quickly day trading. I almost said gay trading. Oh goddamn. Oh, I'm fucked. That's the end of that. Oh god, okay, let me tell you about taxes and how much of a pain it is. It's a shitload of pain, but only in a very, very specific circumstance. Got a meatball in my mouth for this one. If you have an employee stock plan where the employer is taking your paycheck and reducing your paycheck and paying you with company stocks, there is a special thing that happens for any of those shares when they are sold. Their cost basis is actually higher than what it appears that it was sold to you by, because you are being it is being taken out of your salary, and the taxes that are the payroll taxes have been applied to it. So, like, all of that, the fact that it's an employee benefit and all of that changes the value of that stock and makes it so that you don't have to pay as much taxes. But unfortunately, to account for that, you have to go in and mark each individual sale of any EPP stock that you have. So if I was an employee of McDonald's and I'm in the McDonald's employee stock plan, and they gave me 1,000 shares over the course of 3 years, and I didn't sell any of it, and it's all just sitting there in my trading account, and I decided I need to make a down payment on some house that I'm buying, second house, let's just say, for some reason. I'm not buying a fucking second house, you know, but like, I say I needed the money out. Take the money out of there and sell that shit. I don't manage my EPP stuff. I just let it sit there for this reason, because it sucks. When you make that sale, the next tax year, when it comes, you have to actually individually declare each one of those share transactions cost basis based on the time you were given that benefit, and it's a big fucking mess. So other than that, E-Trade pretty much takes care of all the shit you need, and most other things like Robinhood and that will put together a report for your taxes that you have to submit to the IRS. You just put it in there, and if you have to pay additional money, you're a winner. Otherwise, you get the loser check. And the loser check is what happens if you lost money. You get a refund on the taxes you would have had to pay. It's the same as the lottery. If you lose the lottery, you can take all your stubs and declare gambling losses, and that doesn't count as your actual income. So if you end up getting a loser check at the end, you suck at trading, first of all, and that sucks for you, but at least you get some of it back. You don't have to pay taxes on your capital losses. So that's what that's all about. If you wind up having to pay taxes because you fucking invested, you're a winner. Congratulations, pay your taxes. And it's not hard unless you're doing EPP stuff, in which case then you have to calculate different fucking cost bases and it's actually really shitty. And one time I didn't do it right, and the IRS actually fucking insisted that I correct my return, and it was a big fucking hassle. They are not easy to communicate with. So yeah, watch out for fucking employee stock plans. They're a pain in the ass. Other than that, it should be honestly plug and play with the form that the broker gives you, and like TurboTax, for example. Fed is free. State is the one you have to pay for with TurboTax. TurboTax also has a whole lot of other hidden fees, including a hidden fee to process your stock transactions. So be aware of that too. Getting the premium or whatever it is to be able to deal with the E-Trade thing, it costs money. You got to pay for tax preparation. It's better than hiring an accountant. You don't do claims. I don't understand what you mean by claims. Are you talking about itemized deductions? Because claims are for warranty, like, or insurance. They're not for taxes. Taxes, you've got your fucking income, and then you've got your adjusted income, and your adjustments are based on either the standard adjustment or the itemized deductions, which at this point are almost impossible to do thanks to Donald Trump, piece of shit. But they used to be you could deduct all kinds of stuff, and you could pay a lot less taxes. Now Trump raised my taxes by a significant amount, by about $5,000 a year to be exact. Ever since 2018 when he did it. It's fucking horrible. So, I mean, for a fucking piece of shit that claims to be Republican, he sure doesn't do the Republican things I want him to do. Like, the things that I like about Republicans, he didn't do any of that. They don't really do anything. Like, none of them do that anymore. But the idea, the philosophy of being a Republican, the idea of paying off our national debt, which we don't do, and the idea of fucking not wastefully spending money, which we don't do, and the idea of lowering taxes, which clearly they didn't do for me, I'm cool with those things. But that's not what we get from them. I get to pay higher taxes, which is fine if you're going to spend it on good shit, but they don't. Republicans generally spend it on killing people. Democrats generally spend it on giving people money who aren't working. And it's unfortunate, but it's just the way things are. How am I going to get that key without pissing this shopkeeper off? This is a fuckover right here, is what this is. There's no way to do this in a safe way. Well, I correct myself. There is a safe way to do that. It just costs way too much. Alright. I'm glad that took me 2 times so you guys can see how hard it is to do that. That is not an easy thing to do, what I just did. I thought that was the end of the run. But it is not. I have the eye of Ujot. Let's see what the fuck we got going on here. Alright, hypothetical situation, comp, that you got my opinion on. I've prepared so many people's taxes, I'm not going to prepare yours, but I definitely know the answer to your question. I don't know what you should call Trump at all either. Honestly, he's not in power, so it doesn't matter. I'd call Trump someone who doesn't deserve your attention right now. And maybe later he'll become something that requires your attention. I'm gonna hope not, but he might require your attention, but for now he doesn't require your attention. Ignore him, he's worthless. Not worth your time. All I know is that Biden is not going to repeal the tax increase that Trump gave me. So that's the shitty thing. I would like to see that get repealed. It ain't gonna happen. It was a tax increase. He's gonna keep that in there. The fact that tons of people are not able to make tons of deductions now. Like, it was a hidden tax. Thank you for killing that snake. He really was pissing me off. Five health. I'm on level 1-4. I've got the Eye of Ujat. What the fuck is happening here? This is almost a run. This is almost a fucking run. Did I really get better at this game? I think I did. You shouldn't talk like that. That's when you die in Spelunky. But it just seems like I got better at this fucking game. I thought this was going to be hypothetical, but I guess it's not hypothetical. Okay. Oh, okay. Are you an America comp? Are you an American? Or are you Canadian? Or where are you from? That's the first question, because that'll be the first thing you need to understand is what laws you're working with, or that I need to. This is so hypothetical. It's the most hypothetical situation that I've ever heard. But let's go through it and figure out what's going on. I think I know the answer to his question. It's super easy, honestly. You could probably file your taxes with one piece of paper and not even use tax software, honestly. But we'll see what that all is. But there's a threshold. Okay, so you're in New York. So if you're not, lots of W-2 income, which what's lots hypothetically? Under 400. I don't understand. 400K or $400 a month? What are we talking about that? I don't. The real thing is, if it's W-2 income, like, there is the tax code's been simplified at this point to it's a sad level for me. I don't want to get this. This is the key. I need to find that key if I can. I'm not gonna find it. Fuck that. I don't need that key. So, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so it's not even you, but, okay. With the DoorDash trips, if he's paranoid about it, what you need to do is, first of all, you're supposed to declare your tips or whatever, and you can. The thing you need to do is realize what the fucking cutoff is to even be taxed. Because if this guy is not making above a certain amount of money, like 25K a year, I don't know, it's 36K, I don't remember where the cutoff is anymore. But if you're not making after a certain point, then you are not going to be taxed. So you should just declare whatever you want to declare and be done with it. For DoorDash, there's tips and stuff that you're supposed to declare. And since he only made a few trips, I would just declare less tips than you probably made because there's no way to prove it. But declare something. Don't declare nothing with your tips. Obviously, from a accounting perspective, you should never, ever lie about anything on your taxes. But you can estimate your tips, considering the fact that you probably haven't kept track of them. And you can estimate them at a reasonably low rate, 5% or something, even though you might have been getting 10 or 15% of whatever you were making in tips. But, yeah, in the end, as long as you declare something, that guy's going to be fine. And not declaring something where there's a record of your employment is a bad idea. Then the IRS will come and ask a bunch of questions. They really will, even if you're nothing. If you are under the income threshold, though, they will probably not bother with you. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it accurately. It's to your benefit to do it accurately because you may be entitled to greater refund if you do. So that's I don't know. I think the people who deserve the headache are the people who order DoorDash. Those are the people who are living beyond what they should. Those are the people who aren't going to be retiring early. If you are having someone else make your food and then fucking go to your door and give you that food so that you don't have to do dick, even get up off the couch, like that's, well, you do have to get up off the couch to answer the door. Some people don't even fucking do it. They make their kid go get the food. But like then you're fucking up. Those are the people who need to fucking pay, and they should tip the shit out of their drivers too, because like they're not able to take care of themselves. That's essentially what it is. They are trying so hard to protect themselves from coronavirus, they're not even willing to fucking go have other people prepare their food in a restaurant, but yet they're still not willing to cook for themselves. Those people deserve to pay the brunt of all of that. I wish that they would have to file the taxes for the fucking DoorDash people that they make cook their food and, well, deliver their food, and the chefs that cook the food and all that. I should have gotten that dog. That was a mistake. Oh yeah, never owe money. You don't want to do that. But this DoorDash guy, if he only made 6 trips, like, declare it for sure, and then just get all the taxes you paid back. You do want to declare it because you probably got taxes taken out of those trips, and you're probably going to get those taxes back because the guy probably wasn't making a whole lot of money. And if he was making a whole lot of money, then still those additional taxes you paid for those DoorDash trips are going to contribute to your total taxes paid, so you will owe less taxes. So you really do need to fucking declare that. That's my advice about that. And as for the tips, declare a low but reasonable amount. That is an estimate of tips that you made. If you're a server, you can't get by with estimates. You gotta actually track your tips weekly, and like, you gotta report those back to the restaurant. I fucked that up so bad. I'm still alive though. Let's get the fuck out of here before some lava fucking hits me. There's a bunch of lava. That was the wrong way. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. I've already gotten 1 clover in this run. So I'll have to get a second one. We are back at Vlad's domain. Full of money, full of death. So I say I got better at this. I have not gotten better at this. My practice in this place, it's about to get a lot more practice. That's all I'm saying. I have not won this yet. I have not gotten the crown out of here, ever. I will get an achievement for doing that, I'm pretty sure. Because I have not made that happen. I might have done it with Babylonian, in which case that achievement might be done, but I didn't do it myself, so... Get some fucking slaves involved with this. They might fuck me over, but... Kill it. Kill it! You naked bastards. Do my bidding. Excellent. That better have been collected for me. There he is. Vlad, he's fighting those fucking guys. There's the crown. Come on, you fucks. You can't get me. Haha. Oh, you can get me. You've got a fucking teleporter. Alright, we gotta fight Vlad here now. I could bomb through. I'm bombing through. There he is. Let's get the crown so that I can at least achieve that this time. Alright, I have achieved getting the crown. Let's get the fuck out of here, somehow. He's gonna chase after us. Alright, he can't get us now. Done! Alright, the first time ever we've gotten to Olmec with the crown. So, let me fucking put this in terms. I'm not making it. This isn't gonna go well. But Jesus, that's a lot of money. This is not gonna go well. I'll just say that right now. I can either get the Ankh by trying to attempt to beat Olmec here all the way. Then I will have an extra life and this crown. However, it is possible, although difficult, to get through the Chinese water level without using the Ankh and still get through. So I could just fucking skip Olmec here. I'll just do the first part, go into that level and try to cheese essentially the lava part where you go into that place. I think I'm gonna try to fucking kill Olmec. So I got the crown. We gotta do this right. That way, if I fuck up that part, I can still go on, I guess. My god. Alright, oh my god, I've got fuckers with me here. They're probably gonna change the pattern. Got lucky with that skeleton there. Things are gonna get me killed. This guy's gonna have a dead body in his head the entire time. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so we've done this before, where I tried to get to the lower level so I could go to the Egypt stage. So I think I could probably do this. There's my rope. Unfortunately, I don't have any more ropes, which is a fucking problem. It used to be so easy to beat this guy, but I was not good enough at this game to fucking get to him at that point. So, it's a real shame, honestly. Fuck. There's no time limit in this stage, which is nice. We're gonna drop him right here. Yeah, but not having a rope in the next section is gonna be hell. It's gonna be hard. This is not gonna end well. I've mentioned that several times. Okay, hopefully get him to trigger more bombs. The more bombs this guy litters all over the place, the better. Period. But you've gotta kill his stupid things in order to get him to shoot the bombs. He only does it 3 times. And then you gotta hit his fucking little Olmec things. His little utter or whatever it is. 15 minutes. I have a crown on my heart, guys. This is fucking crazy. Fuck you. Alright, you're back. Come on back. It's fucking Friday, you stupid gold piece of shit. Lick my ball. Okay, I still can actually hit his stupid things from here. And still I can get the rope as well. It's gonna be harder though. Okay, I gotta make sure I hit him, like, away. Oh, fucking stupid. Couldn't pull back. Yeah, anyway, I'm no good at that. I gotta fucking, do that. Alright, I'm gonna look at this fucking shit now. Is Java a good programming language to learn? All programming languages are good ones to learn. Java is the most, widely used, web programming language. However, there are others that work on the web as well. Java is a great one to learn. Depending on how you learn Java, you've got various levels of application. It is object-oriented, yes. It does have classes and all that stuff, and you can get visual programming tools for it. As a first programming language, it's great. Any high-level programming language is going to be a good first-level programming language. By high level, here's what I mean. The lowest level is zeros and ones. You literally have a transistor board, you get zeros and ones. That's the lowest level of computer programming. You have electricity, you have on and off, and you have switches and things that measure electricity with a clock that runs at a certain interval that measures whether or not electricity is running through stuff. That's like fucking not what you want to begin with. Then you've got assembly level language, which is also something you don't want to begin with because you're dealing with hexadecimal and you're dealing with base 2, base 10, and base 16 number systems, and you have to combine them and stuff. Everything is really, really compressed, and there's no objects or anything. So assembly level coding is hard too, but that's higher level than the 0101 code level. Then you've got the fucking low-level programming languages that are not object-oriented, like Microsoft Basic and like C and these ones that are there. You could build object structures, but you have to build them yourself. They're not part of the overall language. They aren't. It's not integrated. You'd have to like define how all these objects work at that level before they'd start happening. But you could still do it. But I don't recommend that either, although it's where most computer science courses will start you out. They'll start you out at a non-object-oriented programming place. Some will start you object-oriented, start you with C++. That's what you should start out with, or Java, or Python, or any of these high-level programming languages where you can build your command libraries based on other people's work. You just have you have a namespace, and you declare a bunch of stuff, and then you use it. So Java's great for that, and I do think it's a great programming language to start with. I think that it's easier to start programming using a visual programming tool like Visual Studio than it is to use Eclipse, or Eclipse is a programming tool too, actually. It's easier than Eclipse, but Eclipse is good for Java. That's pretty much what people use to run Java, but it's good to get visual programming language because you can see your objects and stuff, and it just makes things easier. There's a lot of code generation that'll happen for you. Like if you want to bring up a dialog box, for example, you can like adjust the size of the dialog box in the visual area, and you don't have to worry about coding the correct number of pixels and stuff. You can eyeball it. There's just a lot going on with visual programming. With object-oriented programming, it's easier. So that would be the higher level it gets, the easier it is to do, essentially. But Java's a great place to start. Fuck. You fucking clipped me dying from that shitty Olmec. At least I had the crown on my fucking heart. That's the first time. So in that clip, anybody who fucking looks at my pro gamer move is gonna see that I fucking got the crown all the way in there. So that's fine with me. I've been unusually decent at this game recently. But there does, though, this does beg the fucking question, should I practice killing Olmec? The answer is probably yes. I should probably use that shortcut and practice it. Because then, if I get it down where I, like, 4 out of 5 times I'll beat his ass and actually kill him and get the Ankh, I'll have an extra life after Olmec every time. So I really need to practice that. I need to look at people who do this professionally and figure out what the quickest way to off that son of a bitch is. Because I just do this shit by the seat of my pants. You should never give up. But at the same time, you should also... There's one thing about people who learn things and why they learn them. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people making when they're trying to expand their skill set is that they do it in a way that is not results driven. I'm a very results driven person. You may not think so because my result is usually puking for you. But when I do something or I learn something, I don't do it for the result of now I have this knowledge. That's not how I operate. I do it for I want to achieve this thing using this. And then I work and work until I meet the goal that I had, the results that I get. So if, for example, I wanted to make a calculator in Python or whatever, that could be my result. I don't want to make that. It'd be something I actually want. Like I want to establish a machine learning algorithm that can read text and tell me what the summary of the text is in only one sentence. That is a goal, and that is a goal you can achieve with Python, and I've seen it achieved with Python, and we're doing work like that right now in one of the companies that I work for. So I'm not familiar with Python really. I'm not, but I'm familiar with the general laws of all programming languages and logic. And I know that machine learning libraries are written by other people. So the brunt of the work to achieve my goal is already done. What I need to do is Google the different machine learning algorithms that are actually applying to the problem I'm trying to solve. Then I load those into the namespace, and I have to look up the syntax for Python for how to do loops, how to do if-then statements and all of that, and I just start coding, and then I look up the classes that are in my libraries and find out how to achieve putting in data models into this thing for the machine to start cranking out using these other people's code, this free open source code, to fucking do that. And the whole time, I'm not trying to learn Python. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to establish this machine learning program that'll give me a result. But as a consequence of me doing that, I am learning Python. And then I get a result from that. And this way, I don't give up because I need my result. I need it. The result is required. And if I give up, I have to choose some other way of getting my result. I have to find a better way in order to justify giving up on something like that. If that makes any fucking sense to you. It's a different way of thinking than a lot of people think. It's definitely not the university way of thinking. It's not the academic way of thinking. Academics research and learn for the sake of building knowledge and not for the sake of achieving results. I think that is the most fucking flawed part of the fucking academic fucking model that there is. Some people would say, oh, but what about these research people? They're an exception. They're an exception. Most people in university aren't achieving anything. And yes, the few research scientists are actually fucking paying to do real work, and they're getting ripped off. So that's a whole nother issue. But anyway, I definitely support you fucking learning programming languages, though. Just try to fucking have a result you want to achieve, and don't overshoot either. Like, you don't have to do AI shit your first go. Like, my first go, I just wanted to make a simple game or build. My first go, what I did was I built a program that would make bibliographies for me, because back in the day before the internet, when you fucking wrote a research paper, there was all these horseshit rules where you would have to fucking put semicolons after fucking publishers, or fucking like commas after certain shit. Everything had to be cited in a certain order, and it was all done based on this stupid thing called MLA and Literature Association or whatever, and you would get fucking marks off of your papers if they fucking were not correct. So what I did is I wrote a fucking program where all I had to do was type in the variables of who the publisher was, who the author was, what kind of publication it was, all that. And just fill out the form. And then run the program, and it would spit out a fucking perfect bibliography for my ass. And then I never fucking got marked off on my fucking bibliographies or my references ever again. So I had a result in mind, but it was a simple program, a program you could write right now if you fucking put the time and effort into figuring out how to do all of it. And it's not a whole lot of lines of code, but it does involve a lot of the essential fucking logical skills required for fucking programming. And I got a result, and I also got something that I needed. I found out something the computer could fucking do for me that I couldn't just download someone else's work and have it do, and I fucking did that. And I used the shit out of it, and I fucking gave it to my friends to use too, so they wouldn't have to fucking fail their bibliographies. And I told them not to tell anybody either, because back then, it was a long fucking time ago, that could have been considered cheating. It could have been, it wasn't. But, like, there are some dickhole teachers back then that believe that learning MLA and that format and shit is part of the fucking academic process, and that I was actually cheating by using that program, but I never told anybody that I did. So, except for my friends that I let use it. But there was never any specific information saying, oh, you have to do it by hand or anything, because there wasn't any fucking programs to do it back then. But anyway, I am fucking being told by my fucking phone, which is gonna stop me from embarrassing myself and not showing up to meetings because I'm yelling at fucking people about finance and shit, that it is time for me to fucking go this day. Thank you, motherfuckers, for fucking watching me practice. You're gonna see me fucking get true ending on this. Come on, look at this. You can see it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna honestly happen in shorter order than I even think. I'm getting pretty decent at this. I can't believe it, but it's actually true. I'm getting pretty decent at this fucking game. So anyway, have a good night. I am not going to be out there with Bite Binge tonight. Tomorrow, it's out there with Bite Binge or not. If there's no Bite Binge, I'm not going to puss out like last time and end it early. I will fucking go a good long time and get some games we can all play in there, even if he ain't in there. But I think he's going to be there. He hasn't texted me saying he's got some in-law thing going on. So I think that he's in for a fucking good long stream, and hopefully I can actually convince him to let me drive over to his house and play Shrek 2. So we'll see if that's happening. But just fucking keep in mind, it could be Shrek 2. So you don't want to fucking ignore.
Bezos bucks, Bezos bucks.
Thank you for those motherfucking Bezos bucks. I fucking really need it. So just keep in mind, it could be Shrek 2. You don't want to miss that this weekend. So at least pop in there and see whether or not we're fucking around, or whether or not I'm actually at his physical location playing Shrek 2. Because that is a distinct possibility. You bitch! It didn't fucking cut off. Fucking hate that shit. I try to fucking call you motherfuckers